I love when Bev gets nervous.
It's so nervous. Okay. Hey guys, it's Chris here and Bev. We're sitting here with Warren from Squad Games. We from Training Times. We're just missing our third wheel, old Spoo. But yeah, he's mostly in the background. He does his cool video edits and stuff. So we thought we'd just chat about what our purpose is, and we want to chat to Warren about what his purpose is and talk about why we do this and for who we do this. So yeah, Warren, take it away.
Yeah, so firstly, thanks to you guys for having me here. It's always a good laugh doing a bit of interviews and podcast here and there. And unscripted, I think it's just why I like unscripted, because it comes authentic. It just becomes what we want to talk about. So I think, yeah, the things that we wanted to get through is, I think, to start off with the community aspect around synergy and value systems around Squad Games and let's call it 152 with Bev and Chris, and as well as the Training Times, what they've brought together. And then I think from the Squad Games perspective, where we're very grateful to the community of supporting us in terms of our events. I think in terms of brand awareness, Training Times is the media team that has really helped us capture you guys. So I think for me, I want to get across in this little interview podcast is, the history and story behind Training Times, how it came about and so on. But just before that, I think to start off with Chris and the 152 journey, on how long Chris has been in the CrossFit game for, and where he came about to get to Training Times, and then thereafter over to Bev around his background in his training aspect, and how he got connected with Chris and how they came about with Training Times. So first over to Chris.
So just to give a brief background, I've been in the industry for over 12 years now, and my love for CrossFit has always been there. I've loved competing, competed for many years, been to 2 regionals. I've competed at pretty much all the local competitions, fittest in Cape Town, UWS, Durban comps. I've traveled the country trying to compete and support all the events as much as possible as 152, as myself, and just my box, my community, and always try to support. The biggest thing that I've seen, like, as pulling back from competing a little bit, as I'm getting old now, these old bones don't want to move like they used to. Is that, like, I still want to be there to support and to keep the sport alive. I think it's still one of the greatest, like, community events, exercise regime that creates purpose for people, and I still really believe in it. So that's why I still want to be part of it. So yeah, that's my purpose and goal driven for Training Times. And Bev and I came up with this idea of creating this community that we talk to the guys, we promote the guys, we help the comps, and we help
all for the love of the sport.
Yeah, for the love of the sport. Like, we literally do this for the love. I mean, it's like we don't get paid for literally 90% of the stuff we do. The little bit that we do get paid literally goes back into equipment and just for a bit of our time and that. And like, we're really grateful for Warren and Squad Games for giving us that opportunity to better ourselves, and I think that's where this whole community element comes in. Warren didn't just expect us to do this for free, and yeah, that's where he's helped us grow this on his side.
Yeah, pleasure, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think over to Bev.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit
Tell
about
us your story, baby.
Bev. But first, tell us about your surname, Hooligan. Hey, come on, man.
That's not my surname. Actually, just to touch on that, what Chris just said, we were sitting here. It was one afternoon. We're both just sitting here, and we were. I don't know. I can't remember what was happening, but we just sat here, and I was like, we need to find a way to get all the athletes, boxers, competitions out there. How do we help? How do we give back to the community? and we just sat here and thought, why don't we just
Yeah.
start recording and start doing videos and start.
Yeah.
That's how Training Time started, with one cheap camera, from one cheap camera to lots of equipment, lots of expensive equipment.
Yeah.
Then also the team has also grown. So with all the events we've done now, I think our first event was just 3 of us, me, Swoo, Chris. Since then, we've grown the team. There's Damien now. Damien's now part of the team. Nina is also part of the team now.
Yeah.
So we are growing. We do want to take on more competitions. We just want to try help everyone. We just want to try help every competition, every box, any way we can help to try get the box or the competition exposure.
Yeah.
We're just willing to help with
Yeah.
with anyone at this point.
Yeah. And I think
There's no bias.
that's where the training
Yes.
times and the community aspect goes. But I think we'll elaborate more on that now.
Yeah.
But before we do, I mean, the guy that's also driving the passion behind it as well, with what
Yes.
you're bringing to the party of Training Times. We've seen you in a couple of interviews
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're going up to people.
Yes.
But we want to know about Bev, the Bev experience, on what brings you to the Training Times experience, on how you knowing how to interview people, what they're
Yeah.
feeling out there on the floor. What is your experience in the CrossFit side? Whereas with Chris, I know we'll get back over there, but with Chris,
Yeah.
I know from when I started, Chris was my first coach, and then he
Yes.
got me passionate about the
Yeah.
sport. So I want to know more about Bev.
Well, I'll tell you this. My first interaction into the community and CrossFit was actually training for a fight. Then that's how,
Ex-EFC, if I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
long time ago. That's how I found CrossFit. My then coach, Gavin Townsend from Urban Shack. Urban Shack Benoni, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. He put me onto the assault bike and I was dead. And from then I was hooked. I started doing CrossFit.
Yeah.
From then, that was my introduction to into the community or CrossFit space. Then from then I started doing comps. My first competition was the ACA Throwdown at the Santon Convention Center.
Oh, wow.
As a first, yeah, that's a long time ago. I did that competition with Sweden.
That's true. Okay.
Yes.
We actually won the team of that.
Oh, really?
Yes, I remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
McCog,
Oh,
Ryan
nice.
Lee and myself. We
Oh,
actually
brilliant.
won that.
Yeah, it was. That was my first comp, and from then I just started doing CrossFit. My main role within Training Times is just to kind of try get everyone within the team comfortable and kind of know their roles.
Yeah.
Just kind of manage the day.
Yeah.
The day of the competition.
And I suppose because it's such a passion business,
Yes.
it's also monitoring the passion behind the roles of
Yeah.
this is basically for charity that you
Yes,
guys are doing this
definitely.
for.
Yeah, definitely.
And although that people are, paying, I mean, now that they hear you in ex-UFC fight, I think people will pay. But I think it's more the passion that comes behind it. It's,
Oh, yes.
It's the team,
100%.
and you say growing your team,
Yes.
is that based on others seeing the passion you put into it and they just said they want to get on board, or how does that happen?
That happens. Basically it just happens on fear. We free and open to work with anyone.
Yeah.
We don't have any bias or any hidden agenda. We just, if anyone wants to work with us and wants to be part of the team, everyone's more than welcome.
Yeah.
Just know that we do this out of love.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not doing this for there's not a lot of money into this, to be honest.
Yeah.
So we do this purely out of passion to try get the sport out there.
Yeah.
Our main goal is to try get CrossFit mainstream.
Correct.
That's all.
And I think that's the goal of many others out there. When you look at those who enter our comps and those who are doing it, where we talk about how, when I first met him, he was doing all those bigger comps back then. And over there, it was when CrossFit was in the beginning phase in South Africa. And then when you watch these guys compete, it was like already for us the epitome of CrossFit. Like, man, these are the best of the best.
Yes.
And as the sport kept on growing, how do you attract the masses without putting fear in them? And I think that's where the beginning phase of when I first started CrossFit, probably about for 3 years before I started CrossFit, I was like, no, man, it's all about injuries. Why are you guys doing that? Until I actually came to one class. And after one class of understanding the foundation phase of CrossFit, whereas just getting people fit and healthy, to what you alluded to earlier, for me, around the squad game side of it, bringing into your reasoning behind the why of training times, is squad games caters for the masses, but we also cater for the elite division. Now, if you enter that elite division, we cater for you, we program for you, we do the open movements of pullovers and so on. But through the passion of what we do, I mean, the energy that we get at our events, and that's what we crave, right?
Yes,
those stories that Training Times captured of that little 12-year-old girl at the previous squad games, that's what we enjoy capturing. And I think that's where the community side of what we keep mentioning, community, we want to get CrossFit mainstream. And how do you do that? Community events. And by doing that is bringing all the people together, the 12-year-olds, because that's the next generation of our CrossFit. Those are the next elites, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that's where I found great energy in growing CrossFit with the masses. We cater for all of that, and you guys capture that. And now together, where you talk about growing the team, I think it's something that I enjoy seeing, because it's the similar interview that I did with the ATG guys, that we spoke about growing the sport. We spoke about synergy in the community. And for me, it's about anyone in our sport can put up their hand, phone Training Times guys, phone squad games guys, phone other competitions, and just get involved. Because we run a lot of our stuff based on volunteer work, right?
Definitely.
And I think that's how you guys connected with how you grew your team.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know, for where you're at in terms of the future of Training Times, I believe there's a big future for it. And even outside of the Training Times aspect, in your personal growth, I think, I mean, you're going on a weekend away trip now. And a nice,
I'm actually missing squad games this year. I'm really bummed, but
I mean, the experience gained for it, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so there will be lots of other squad games that that I'm keen to always be there and to be the back.
Yeah, we're not angry. We're just disappointed.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of where you guys feel the short off of the community aspect on what we need to do to get this moving and to get it mainstream, I think maybe just give 1 or 2 pointers out there.
Yeah, I think like the biggest thing is always to remember that all the guys are they're trying to create community. They obviously, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all trying to make a living out of what we do. But it's not the sole purpose, you know. If we wanted to make a living from this, we really wouldn't be doing it, because it's not enough money to make a living.
And
out of it.
sticking to
Really
your why.
is. Yeah. So like, I think the greatest purpose of all these events, of all the purposes of the coaching, the filming, the interviews, is literally just pure passion from all the guys that do this. So I mean, if you know the American guys, the Buttery Bros and stuff, I mean, those guys literally travel the world.
I heard there's a South African Boerewors version.
Yeah. We're trying.
Yeah.
It's a top deck version. It's called Team Top Deck.
Yeah.
So I think that's where guys must just remember that everyone really does this for the community. So like, try and support the events. Try and like get the boxers involved. Try and like really like push the community to help these events grow and support them.
And I think more on that point is just putting it bluntly, less aggression on the keyboard and more passionate.
Yeah. You know, like,
I think on the socials and
you know, like, everyone's always very quick to criticize and point fingers. Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Wow, this is terrible. But like, they don't understand the effort and the time involved in this organization of these events that are for the people.
Yeah.
You know, it's not there to detriment anyone. It's there for the love of the
What
people.
we do,
you know? So like I think guys' mindsets must just change a little bit, and they'll be a little bit more compassionate towards the competition organizers, the media guys. Like, yes, we get bullets all the time about where's the photos, where's the content.
I'll do this in between my main job.
They don't realize that we like actually got day jobs, you know, but we really try our best to put out the best content.
Which you guys do.
We really do try, you know. Well, we're getting there. So.
And Bev, one or two points from you?
I just enjoy doing this. Nothing brings me more satisfaction than capturing the moments of what all these people are doing. It's just capturing the moments for me. That's the most important thing. Whether it's the elite or it's beginners, it really doesn't matter for me. Everyone's equal. We just want to capture all the moments. We just want to make memories. We just want to make memories. That's the biggest thing, and have all of that on YouTube, on social media platforms. So people can always go back and look at create awareness of the sports as well.
Guys need help.
So I think basically from the training times perspective, Squad Games is truly grateful for you guys.
Yes.
I mean, the effort you guys put into it. I mean, we've had our beyond camera discussions and so on. But it really is something that me from Warren and Jason and Warren from Squad Games itself, I mean, you guys have really helped us get onto that map and vice versa. But I truly believe that training times needs to be at every competition in the country. And if guys can really just fund you guys to be there and the expenses to do it, and a bit of love and passion towards you guys as well for really growing people. There's a little documentary you've just done for now, our fittest guy in Africa, Ruan Potgieter, and it's just done by passion that you guys enjoy. So I think to close this off, I think if I have to give you guys a little 1 minute paragraph right now, and you are talking to a media presenter to get you guys on board across the globe, if you can put it into one paragraph for us, who is Training Times and what are you, and basically close off on what you guys see for CrossFit Global.
Jeez, that's a lot of pressure. Yeah, I'm going to let Chris start.
I think, our slogan is for the community, by the community. That pretty much puts it into context. We are part of the community, and we have been for a very long time. And we do this for the community. Like that is pretty much our slogan, our main drive, our main goal. So, and it will continue. It will continue till we literally can't anymore. But I think that's our main goal and our main drive.
Brilliant. So as long as the rest of us as a community can get behind you guys, bring together sponsors, bring together collaborating brands and partners, and we just all grow together that way.
We'll keep doing what we're doing.
Yes.
So Bev, we'll see you next week. But
don't see me next week.
But thanks again to you guys, and guys, thanks again for taking the time out to watch, and
support the local events, guys. It's very important for all of us.
Support local, for the community, by the community. Thanks, guys.